It's the Giz Fiz with the Giz Whiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Whiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Oh boy. No, I didn't plan on one, but I ended up getting home earlier than I thought. And I thought, you know what? We'll do a quickie Giz Whiz. We're going to do like a 45-minute version.
Quickie what?
Quickie Giz Fiz PM. And so hopefully we can do another Yearn to Learn theater on this show. Last week, I think that was one of the funniest Yearn to Learn. If you didn't see last week's Giz Fiz PM, it was safety in the office. And it was very funny. It looked like the same scriptwriter who did the Three Stooges did the safety video. And boy, it's been about 6 months. I don't know how to find it again. But, you know, I love train videos. And I stumbled across a train video on safety. And this is long before railroads had PR departments. And this video was meant for in-house, you know, an internal video. But it was done in such an offhanded way. It was like, nervous, don't be a nervous Ned. When you couple those freight cars together, you make sure that air hose is connected. You don't want to be like this. Look at those 4 freight cars rolling backwards down that hill. And they show you 4 freight cars. Look at nervous Ned. He didn't push that switch all the way. You know, if the express train comes through here, that's going to jump right off the tracks and into that river. I'm thinking, what railroad? What kind of a railroad is this that has all these? Look at nervous Ned. He's dropping blocks of ice on the people in the boxcar. He didn't tell them. What a buoys high. Chumley is thanking you, Alex, for jumping in at the last minute and letting us do a Giz Fiz. Yeah, Burntek says last week was a Giz Fiz PM. Thanks, Alex, for jumping in and doing a Giz Fiz PM. So we have no question from George Davis because I had announced last week there was no Giz Fiz. But someone emailed me and says, I want to ask some match game questions at a Christmas party. Do you have any? Well, we never filed match game questions because what do you file them under? We originally were numbering them. And I found one here that, let me see if I have any numbers on these. Match game. No, we stopped numbering it. No. I guess these are all after we stopped numbering them. Anyway, the one that I found here somewhere on the desk was match game question 22,185. And I went to Gene Copeman and I said, Gene, why are we doing this? Who's going to say, do you remember match game question 1712? So she said, you know, you're right. I don't know why you should bother doing that. So we stopped numbering them and we never filed them on it. I mean, we would only have 2 files, the D file for Dumb Donald, the W file for Weird Willie, and Dumb Dora would be in the D file. So match game questions never got filed. And also, we realized that you could ask the same match game question. Did you need to do a match game question book? Oh, Dick, you need to do a match game question book. You know what? Legally, I'm sure they'd say I don't own them. I don't know. I mean, I didn't steal them. When they were I told the story when they brought dumpsters up to Goodson Todman and just opened the cabinets and and I said to the office manager, I said, can I take handfuls of my questions? He said, take whatever you want. This is all going to the garbage dumps. But so we never filed them, and the same thing was you could ask the same one again because who would even think of it? But this person wrote me and said, "Do I have any holiday questions?" Oh, Solid Pick says you don't have to file things alphabetically. There are other ways to file. Okay, Solid Picks. What way could we? Anybody in the chat room? How could we file match game questions so they would be useful? Now, the other question is, why would we file them? I mean, we never referred back to them. You could pick out any match game and throw it into a new game, and it's always a different celebrity and different contestants, so they never heard it.
But Dick.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. We have an authority.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I really think it'd be really difficult for anyone in the chat room to come up with a way to organize match game questions by usefulness. Because match game questions are not useful. I
was just going to say, are you saying that they are useless? Okay. I thought Jamma B was actually going to come up with the definitive way to file them. Degree of... There you go.
Dick, actually, we have a...
Definitive. File them right here.
Oh, okay. Okay, but we'll need like 100 of those because there are a lot of them. I had 40,000 of them.
We actually, one of the potential Yearn to Learns is about library organization.
That's the one. That's the one.
I'll have that one queued up.
Yes, because we will all learn today the answer to that quandary of how to. I'm hoping there's a whole section on how to file game show questions. That would be very useful. I need to waste time. Let's go to the back. I'm not quite sure what that's referring to. File them by degree of funniness. Oh, that's good. That's good. I need a very short question. Well, actually, there were two kinds of match game questions. There were tie breakers. That's when the show was going down the drain because no one matched. And then you would do an apple, a rose is a rose is a rose is a blank. And then everything else. The Library of Congress. I love the answer to library organization. A Library of Congress. Call the book something else, like the Natch Game. How about fill the blank with similar answers? Filed by meat product similarity. You see, these are all things that never dawned on me back to the days. Degree of funniness would be pretty much chronological. No, not really. Like if I was in a bad mood, I wouldn't write funny questions. Anyway, I went to the this family kind of reunion today. I think I mentioned my family and I are not very close. My immediate, like my mother and father have passed on. And everybody lives in the country. And say, how can you live in the city? I would never venture into New York City. And Dennis pointed out an interesting thing is no one has any idea what I do. And no one even asks, do you work? What do you do? One person said, I remember you like gadgets. And I said, I still like gadgets. I do a podcast. Do you know what that is? No. So, hey, is there any more bread? So maybe it's an ego thing that to no one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's an ego thing.
I think we lost Dick for a second there.
That's an ego thing.
Call him back real quick.
Asked any. Headquarters of Match Game PM.
You froze up on us.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a little
Now-
better.
now it
There we
seems to
go.
be,
The country, well, it was Monroe. Actually, we took the bus to Newberry. What the heck was the name? Oh, Westbury Mall. I don't even remember it. It's some mall complex. And then we said that you could walk to, it was at a restaurant. You could walk to the restaurant. And Dennis, what was the name of the mall? Woodbury Commons. Okay.
Emphasis on the common.
Well, yes. Dennis said emphasis on the common. So we took the bus up there, and I said to the security guard, there's a place called Cosimo Pizzeria, and my friend said you could walk there. Oh, leave the mall. He said, you know, go all the way through all the shops, go back up to the highway, start walking to the left. There's a very narrow sidewalk, and you'll run right into it. Okay. It's also very cold up there and snowing. It's like 30 degrees and windy and snowing. And after 25 minutes, there is no more sidewalk. So I said, Dennis, there's no sidewalk, and I do not see a pizzeria. So we walked back to the mall, and I said to a different security guard, I was trying to find this pizzeria. And the guy said, yeah, just walk up to the highway, and it's on the right. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to call my brother.
We walked up to the right.
Yeah, we walked up to the right, and anyway, I finally called my brother. And you know, people who live in the country say it's right next to the mall. Okay, so he said, oh, I'll come get you. So he came and got me, and then we went there and through this thing and down this thing and over there. And then we found the pizzeria, which pretty much has no sign on it. It just looks like a building. And when you open the door, you see, oh, there's a restaurant in this building. Yeah, the other right. So it's very funny. I was very excited to get back to New York City. The other right. There's a Cosimo's in a mall near me. Oh, their pizza's not great. The pasta was pretty good. The food was pretty good, right? Yeah. Dennis is saying sort of like,
No, it was good.
okay. And it's like $50 to get there by bus. I'm a mile behind the hay bale. The other time that happened is I broke down in my boat, and I said to someone at the marina, is there a Merc dealer nearby? I broke the flywheel belt. Oh, top of the hill. I said, oh, great. So I start walking out the gate, and he goes, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to the top of the hill. And he said, no, I'm talking about 3 miles from here. I said, yeah, it's the top of the hill, and you get on the highway, and then you get off at exit 17, and then 3 blocks in, there's the Merc dealer. In New York City, when they say at the top of the hill, they mean the top of the hill. Woodbury Commons, that is exactly right, Gray Knight. It is just a group of outlet stores, all very high-end stores. What was some of the stores? We went to the cheapest one. We went to American Eagle. Ralph Lauren and Michael Kors. People, yeah, I guess that's it, Eric. When people assume you have a car. All right, so with the filing question, I said to this guy, I don't have holiday questions, but I'll write 3 for you. So these are 3 questions just for us. Chuck E. Cheese? They didn't have a Chuck E. Cheese. Let me get a piece of paper too. You know what? We should get ourselves. Let me get something out of the trash. Hang on.
Is it the questions?
You have something to write on, Dennis?
I'll find some. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So I should have had Google Maps. Dumb Donald was so dumb. How dumb was he? When he ran out of Christmas balls for the tree, he hung blank balls on it. Dumb Donald was so dumb. When he ran out of Christmas balls for the tree, he hung blank balls on it. Mothballs, that's funny. Golf balls, bowling balls, excellent. Yes, we make our own family now. I think I'm closer to the chat room family than my family. Matzo balls, that's good. Tennis balls. Rubber band balls. All right. Dumb Donald was so dumb. When he ran out of Christmas balls to the tree, he hung, Dennis?
From the Upper West Side.
Oh, matzo balls, Upper West Side. Okay. Alex, you said, oh my gosh. That's so funny. And I don't think anybody in the chat room said, oh, the matzo balls. Oh, there you go. A gray night too. Okay. I said, I also matched many people in the chat room. Meatballs. Santa said to the elves, I don't need you guys this Christmas because I'm using blank instead. Santa said to the elves, I don't need you this Christmas because, oh, you know what? That's okay. Santa said to the elves, I don't need you this Christmas. I'm using blank instead. This may be too hard to match. Oh, that's good. Cheaply. Oh, that's very good. That's very Foxcom. Wow. Beatmaster. You have a question? You have an answer? Oh, okay. Very good. Oh, the Mafia. Santa said to the elves, I don't need you guys this Christmas because I'm using blank instead. Alex, you said. SD? Okay.
Etsy. It's a website that you buy stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, that makes sense. Dennis said Amazon. Dickie D said Amazon. Chat room said Foxconn. Oh, another Foxconn. Flying monkeys, FedEx, Uber, scabs, homeless people, Chinese workers, prison labor. Maybe I should be closer to my own family than the chat room family. This is scary. Using Brown, UPS. Is Flying Monkeys an air service? If it is, it's a great name. Gazelle, all right. My third and last match game holiday question. Harry said, Santa Claus is getting old and his eyesight isn't that good anymore. Instead of a chimney last year, I saw him slide down a blank. Harry said, Santa Claus's vision is getting bad. He needs glasses. Last year, instead of a chimney, I saw him sliding down a blank. Okay. Skyscraper. Oh, stripper pole. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's very. Look at this. Stripper pole, fire escape, smokestack. Smokestack is excellent. Telephone pole is very good. Storm drain, a Sears elevator, fire pole, telephone pole. Okay, we're going to start with Dennis. Santa needs glasses instead of a chimney. Last year, I saw him sliding down a drain pipe. You matched someone in the chat room. Alex, you said sliding down a well. Okay, did anybody match? Oh, right this minute, at least at this end. WP 788, sliding down a flagpole. Okay. I will do we'll do a couple of match game from the show. Bum 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 bum. All right. Oh, okay. This is how simple match game questions started out. Question number 89. Back when we were numbering them and not doing anything slightly off color. John said to Mary, "Will you be my blank?" John said to Mary, "Will you be my blank?" There are actually a couple of answers to that. Love it. You'd be my first time. That's good. Not off color at all. Web we weave. Oh, that's very funny. Travis Meck. Will you be my emergency contact? That. Will you be my lamb herder? My dream lover? You guys are great. Will you be my lawyer, my organ donor? Oh, that's very funny. All right, so hang on. Okay. Will you be my answer is sweetheart. Dennis says, will you be my beard? Oh, that's very funny. Knox Harrington said that too. And Alex said, will you be my... you don't get these kind of answers from country folk. Co-signer for my telephone service, my widow, my notary, my stunt double, my future ex-wife, kidney donor, sous chef, my shadow. I tell you what, chat room, that's why I do this, because you guys have weird brains. Ta-dum-bum-bum. Okay. And Alex, they might be a sponsor. Dove Kitchen, Dove dishwashing liquid might be a sponsor, possible sponsor. Sandra said, an incredible thing happened to me this morning. A dove flew in my kitchen window and blanked my dishes. Sandra said, an incredible thing happened to me this morning. A dove flew in my window and blanked my dishes. Okay. Oh, there they go. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So far, no one's matched me. Sandra said, an incredible thing happened this morning. A dove flew into my kitchen and blanked my dishes. Dennis?
I was very generic. Yeah, the same thing.
Pooped on my dishes. I said, a dove flew into my kitchen and stole my dishes. Alex, you said sparkled? Oh, sparkled my dishes. Okay. All right, we do one more. And then no ads from Dove detergent.
Oh, you're right. We do.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Back in the kitchen where you belong. A dishwashing liquid that thinks it's a hand lotion. You're Dove for dishes, remember? And you belong in the kitchen. Oh, I know. Washing dishes made my hands real dry. And then you came along and undried them. Oh, no.
Dove for dishes, the dishwashing liquid that thinks it's a hand lotion. Got dry hands? Undry them with Dove.
That's a weird ending. This feels like a repeat. Bum bum. All right. Final match game question before we go to Yearn to Learn Theater. The mortician said to his new assistant, have a little respect and don't blank in the coffins. Have a little respect. The mortician said to his new assistant, have a little respect and don't blank in the coffins. Throw up. Oh my gosh. Nap, sleep, hide. Boy, I don't think anybody has my answer. Take a selfie. Don't die in the coffins. All right. Okay, the mortician said to his new assistant, have a little respect. Don't blank in the coffins. And Alex said, don't make out in the coffin. So that's funny. I said, don't eat lunch in the coffins. And Dennis said, don't sleep in the coffins. You matched a lot of people in the chat room. Okay, we're going to stop at 8:30, so we still have 20 minutes. So let's do, what is it? Oh, are you going to learn is how to organize a library? Is that it?
Library organization.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, now, chat room, this is where we're going to find out how to file match game questions.
Have you ever watched the way others use the library? There's quite a difference in the way they go about it. Some seem lost in the library. Take this girl, for example. Her name is Jean. You'd hardly know that her job is to find what she needs and get to work as soon as possible. She seems confused. But why? She knows what she needs material on, and she should get that material quickly in order to use her time for the real job of studying the material. Or so it seems to me. Of course, all students aren't like Jean. Tom always seems to use the library efficiently, effectively.
Hey!
Watch.
Where's that book?
Tom knows what he needs, and he knows our library well enough.
Oh, look at
to find what
Tom.
he needs
Look at Tom.
Without waste motion or waste time. He finds the right drawer in the card file quickly, for he's used the file many times.
Oh, they have Christmas match game questions there. Maybe this is the way. Cooking questions, questions about
He
costumes.
records the call number completely, and he's ready to find the book he wants.
Wow. But he's not going to get a date because he's too focused.
Jean still hasn't found what she's been looking for. But Tom, well, knowing the arrangement of the books on the shelves and the name and number of the book he's looking for, that's what I mean by efficiency.
Woo. Do you have books here?
Well, that's
Oh,
all right.
excuse
Mine
me.
may take time.
Yes, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But you know, you took this book out 10 minutes
Here you
ago
are, Tom.
for practice.
Yes, Jean.
Have you a book on the life of Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Why, I think we have a number of books you could use.
It's in the
Would you like me to
Hawthorne
help you
section.
find something?
Would you?
And while we're about it, Perhaps I could show you a few things about how to use a library efficiently.
I guess
Oh,
there are a
wow.
few things I could learn.
Let's begin
Yeah.
with the card catalog. Of course,
Go
you
to
know
the
the various
G's.
ways we list a book in the card catalog.
By subject, by author, and by title?
That's right. Now, suppose you look for a book on the life of Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Do I look under L for life?
Now, the first thing, Jean, is to really get to know this card catalog. You
Oh,
should
how
be able to put your
clever.
hand
It's
on
an
just about any drawing you
alphabetical
want.
order.
Let me show you. You select a subject.
Well, how about The Scarlet Letter?
All right. We want
How about the book
S
you're looking
drawer.
for?
S for Scarlet.
But the title begins with V.
Yes, but in our card catalog, we disregard V's, N's, and A's, so we look in the S
And
drawer.
we also disregard the word letter.
Here
So
we
just
are.
look for Scarlet.
This is a title card for The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne.
That was quick.
You should be able to find cards that efficiently.
But I
Now
bet
you
you
try.
can't.
Let's see. I want the H drawer. H for Hawthorne.
Wow,
No, it
she.
ought to be.
Oh, Oh, my-
H-A. It ought to be in this section.
she is a snap. Look at this. Look at this.
H-A-W. Hawthorne. Here it is.
Let's see.
Oh, you
No,
want to
this
work
isn't
here?
it, Jane.
No.
No, this is an author card for the story Great Stone Face, written by Nathaniel Hawthorne.
You
If
see,
you'll
you
notice, the name
stupid
of the
idiot.
author is in small letters. You want
Oh.
the story of the life of Hawthorne.
You're not that smart.
Is this it?
Yes, this is a biography. Now, can you notice the differences?
Oh, the name is
No.
in capitals and in red. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's right. In some libraries, we
Wow,
mark
I'm
separate
now
cards with
I'm
capitals, and
confused.
some with red. Now, what do you do next?
Oh, look
Go
for the
home
book.
and cry.
That's right. Only to look efficiently, we'd better take the number of the book.
Oh, all right. Do I need all of the number?
Yes? Both
No, just a
lines.
few of them,
We'll see
in
why a
any
little
no
later.
particular order.
Now, before we leave the card catalog, let me show you some common problems that puzzle many people in finding the cards they need. Look at this.
Yes.
We file these cards differently than you may find them in other directories. We file them all as if they were simply M-A-C.
Oh, wow.
Practice finding such names when you have some free
This-
time. It will save you time later.
I bet it will.
No, I
Here's
don't think
another
this is
common
going to help.
problem. Where would you look to find 1860 or 5440?
I don't know.
In the 1860
Well, here's a
drawer?
clue. Notice this number is written.
Oh, I see. You just put the other numbers into words. 50, 18. You spell them out.
Then what?
Why, you look it up in regular alphabetical arrangement.
Very good. Now, one
And
more
if they're
card.
written out, do you then
Which of
look
the
for them by
following would you
numbers?
file first, second, and third? 1 against 3, on either hill, once in a lifetime. How do I know?
Here's a clue. We file by word, not by letter. But that's one for you to work on. Now, what do you know about finding
know
the
what?
books
Now
on the
I'm-
shelves?
Well,
Now I'm
I know they're
confused.
organized into sections, 100s, 200s, and 300s. Is that what you mean?
Part of what I mean, Jean. Have you ever noticed this chart? It's a summary of the organization system we call the Dewey Decimal
Oh
System.
my God.
Use it, study it, and become familiar with it, especially those sections you use frequently. Each number means something. Take 500, for example.
It means the number
All
after
books
499.
numbered in the 500s deal with science. 510 tells us the books deal with mathematics. 520 tells us the books deal with astronomy. 530 is physics.
Could you write
Each
this
figure
down?
in the number is significant and helps
Oh.
us find the book we want. We find these same numbers on the shelves and books. 530. General physics. You see what I mean?
Yes. But why do I
Yeah.
need the rest of the call number?
We'll look further and we'll see. You'll be looking for many books in the 800s.
You'll be looking
You know
for
what they are?
days on
Literature?
end.
That's right. All books numbered 800 are in literature, and each number has a special meaning. The 8 means literature. Numbers
The
in this
0
column
means
mean the
Mad
country.
Magazine.
Numbers in this column mean the form of the writing. Thus,
Did you
8
know any of
tens
this?
are American literature. 8 20s are English literature. 8 30s are German literature, and so forth. Now, adding form, we find 8 11s are American poetry.
Oh,
8 12s are American drama.
and 813 is American
What
cheese.
would 821 be?
Why, it would be literature, English, poetry.
Fine. Now, you try to find the book you want.
900.
Somebody says Tom, on the other hand, is spray
Let's
painting the
see.
library.
Over there. In the 900 section.
So
And
is
I
this
want
the Dewey
921.
Decimal System, folks? I remember that name, the Dewey Decimal. I always thought it was Huey, Dewey,
Here
and
it is.
Decimal.
But this isn't the book I want.
Better use
No,
all the
I
call
fooled
numbers.
you.
The second part helps to locate a
I
particular
forgot to
book.
tell you, the
In
system doesn't work
biography,
all the
first
time.
letter of the number refers to
If
the
the
person
books
written
have
about.
more than
In other
500
books, it refers
pages,
to the author.
you have to add 7.
31H.
And if the book cover is green, you add 9. This is so
This
simple.
is it.
Remember this, okay?
Say, that wasn't so hard to find. And thanks, Miss Wilson.
And it only
I'll
took
remember
us
what
an
you taught
hour.
me.
Of course, this is only the beginning for Jean.
Oh,
She has
dear
much
God.
more to learn, such as the arrangement of fiction, but she's made a start. Before long, her searching for materials should be quick
Tom is
and
looking for
efficient.
a less boring
Yes.
woman.
So many of us need to know the organization of the library, so we can give our time to studying materials instead of looking for them. It can be so easy. Understand the card file.
Except the way
Know
we
how
do
to
it.
find what you want quickly, efficiently. Learn the system we
Oh.
use in arranging the books. And develop your skill in finding the books
And then
on the
ask your
shelf.
librarian
With this
how
beginning,
they
and
arrange
with
their
practice,
books, because
you can
every
master the
library
organization of
has
your
their
library
own system.
and turn searching time into study time.
Oh my God. That was the most confusing. Chat room, did anybody know, outside of looking alphabetically, did anybody know about those numbers? That to me is the most confusing thing. It's the Huey, Dewey, and Louie system. Maybe that was it. Yes, Jane, and now Jane is up for Secretary of State. Radio Rod says none of it. Nope. I stopped paying attention. Yeah, this is 50 years ago. That's true. That's true. All right. Oh, Alex, go to my. This is a very funny thing. If you can go to my website, GizFiz.biz, and the letter of the week is very funny. So just scan down. Dun, dun, dun. So that next gadget, keep going. Next gadget, then Chad's gadget, then my watch. Just go back. Did I tell you about my watch? Ta-da! My watch is going to be. Oh, you know what? Actually, just show the little video. GizWiz video under the watch. My watch is going to CES. Yeah, go down there and then GizWiz video. It's a little 2-minute video about this watch. Hey, Dick DeBartolo, Maz, Maddest Writer, and the GizWiz One Take Theater here at GizFiz.tv. Recording this in November 2016. Press releases for CES 2017 are coming in at a rapid pace, along with a very interesting email from a friend of mine, Stuart Wolpin, who says, "Dear fellow CE journalist, consumer electronic journalist, I have recently been named official CTA historian, Consumer Technology Association historian, And he said, one of my missions is to help celebrate 50 years of CES at CES 2017 by collecting historical significant gadgets. So they sent a list. I had the Sony Walkman, the original one with metal, had 2 earphone jacks, a microphone jack, not to record, but to not take the headphones off and be able to talk to a person, because as they spoke, it would go into the microphone. Anyway, in my search, I found the Timex Data Link watch. So Stu said they're very interested in exhibiting this because this is indeed the world's first smartwatch. It had apps, just 10 apps, and like anniversaries, contacts. And I also found a 20-year-old Timex commercial, which I have here. And so now he's typing messages. And they spend more time on the jokes than the watch, okay? But this is what you did. You held it up to the computer.
To your wrist with just a touch of your paw.
So now the dog goes in. It's kind of funny, actually. He changes it to neuter the cat.
The Timex Data Link watch.
And the cat changes it back. So it's very funny. Let me just stop that screen from going. Okay. So the problem was you needed a CRT screen to be bright enough to send those pulses. And those pulses actually was sending the info to the watch. There's a tiny little window up at the top here. And that's where the pulses were. And what happened was when they went to LCD screens, it's probably not bright enough, but if it's there, it's great. This is the Galaxy S6, which is tremendous in dim light. So what Timex came out with was a workaround, and that was this guy, which you had to buy. So it was a serial port. You would plug it into your laptop, and then this guy would send the info to the watch. It was really kind of unique. It held 150 phone numbers, providing you only had phone numbers. If you wanted names and phone numbers, then 75. If you wanted names and maybe addresses, maybe you're down to 40 or 50. But it was the world's first smartwatch. And something else, folks. I bought the battery for it. And, you know, I was going to try to put the battery in myself, but I don't want to mess it up if they're going to display it at CES 2017. But one battery lasted 3 years. Okay? One CR 2025 was a 3-year battery. So that's it. The Timex Data Link. Model 150, and this is Dick DeBartolo, Mad's Maddest Writer, and the GizWiz One Take Theater here at GizFiz.tv. They wanted to display me too, but I said no. Bye! Did anybody have one of those? Yes. That's what we call it, One Take Theater. We never do a second take. Yeah, so the Sony Walkman, I do have it somewhere, and it was bizarre. The front of the thing said microphone, and, you know, when I first bought it, I said, this records? And they said, no. When someone comes up to you to talk, you don't take your headphones off. You hold the Walkman up to them and press the microphone button, and then as they talk, the microphone puts what they're saying into your earbuds, into your earphones. They were over-the-ear headsets that came with the first Walkman. It was $189 for the first Walkman, the first Sony Walkman. Why does a cat spell better than the dog? It's a funny commercial, but it did so little to tell you about the watch itself. It was kind of fun, and it took a lot of takes. It was kind of amazing. The first time you did it, and you held your watch up to that, to your CRT screen, and I go, bleep, 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 bleep. And then finally your watch would either say, most of the time it said, communication failed, or communication successful, and then the phone numbers were in your watch. And then they came out with a USB version that worked a lot better. And it was fun. The USB version had like 15 apps. And you would go through them and say, well, I want the appointment app. I don't want the countdown timer. I don't want golf scores. I would like to have a stopwatch. Don't want the count. So you would arrange the way you wanted the watch and how many of these things you wanted and the order you wanted them in. Then you would hold your watch up to the screen, and that would be the watch. It would have just the apps you wanted in the order you wanted. So it's actually a lot of fun. $200. Okay, so Alex, just go back to my website and go down further than from where you were. There it is, Amazon Relax Man. So got a letter from Steve K. from Pacon, New Jersey, and said, check out this on Amazon.com and read a few of the reviews. So just go there. It's very funny. So this is probably the most expensive thing on Amazon that I know of. It is a $69,000 relaxation capsule. Okay? So just go to customer reviews. Okay. Dun-dun-dun. Of all the souls I encountered in my travels, this was the most. Oh, can you squeeze it down a touch? Oh, it was the most human. The next one down. Great product for weekend getaways. I like the next one. At one time, I had frequent disturbing nightmares about my own death. Now that I have the capsule, I can actually experience a realistic simulation of death every night. My nightmares are gone. I could not be more satisfied. I bought it with one click. Greatest mistake of my life. This is $69,000. Worst suppository ever. Next one. I never got to try it. Mine arrived with a guy sleeping in it, and he won't leave. Great for vampires. And then, Alex, just go back up to answered questions, 25 answered questions. Back up a little toward the top. Oh, okay, there you are. Is this good for hypersleep? Last time I did it, I awoke in an alien life form, attempting to... whatever that is, myoscophic. Do pickles fit in it? Dill pickles only. Can you carry it on your back? Is it portable? And the answer is, they got it to my house. It must be portable. Anyway, check that out. They're very, very funny. And now we're going to end with an appearance by Charlie. Charlie, come on. Dun, 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 da, 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 bum, bum. Oh, boy, Charlie. 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 Oh, Charlie, dog. Oh, Charlie. Charlie, think of your audience. Show your audience, Charlie. 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 Okay. Oh, Charlie Camp. There you go, Charlie. Oh, boy. Wow. Pizza, Charlie. Yep. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, buddy. All right. Alex, thank you for doing this. That always makes my weekend. Oh, anybody get their box of crap yet? 8 people ordered them. I got them right out the next day. So it's a wonderful world. Lickums. Anyway, everybody should have them by now. So this has been GizFiz PM. GizFiz PM is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dick DeBartolo, Dennis Wonderland, Alex Gumpel, Jamma B, Kara Cole, Sir Charles, Duke of Disneyland, Mike Mann, Web We Weave, Monty, Den, Alex, NL3, Radio Rod, Superoo, Robert Bigelow, Becky Production. Remember, Turtle Wax, it now can wax your Christmas tree. The tinsel slides right off. Till next week, Dick DeBartolo, Mads Metis, writer, and the GizWiz. Bye.
Thanks, Dick. See you next week.
Yeah.